O'Malley, though, what does he need to do to beat Ilia Topuria? I think he needs to use... So, a future fight with Ilia Topuria, should it happen next, guys? I wouldn't be mad at it. It is a big fight. Both guys have become big stars of recent. Champions within the last year. Topuria is massive now, I think, in Spain. Volk came out and said he reckons they have a small window to make this fight happen next, because he wants to return later on this year against Topuria for the rematch. So he's kind of like gave the UFC's blessing in a way. Now, I know a lot of people are going to jump the gun and say, look, we need to stop this double champ shooting the shot kind of thing. And I do kind of agree with people. I do agree that you do need to earn it with a few title defenses first before you move up. But this is what happens when the likes of Conor McGregor come in and bend the rules, because that's exactly what he did. Now, you can say, well, but Conor was a different athlete. He brought so many more eyeballs to the sport. He was, you know, making the calls, saying that he's going to knock someone out in 2 rounds, and then he goes out there and does it. And that's how he, you know, trajected himself into pop culture. So he is a bit of an outlaw here. But if you're the UFC and you're struggling to get big time matchups, because of course we still don't know if Conor McGregor is coming back this summer. We still don't know whether or not John Jones is in potentially coming back this summer. I predict that they both will. But if there was a case where both of them aren't, the UFC have really got to look at the summer and go, right, what big fights can we make? Because at the moment, they're only relying on Izzy. They're relying on Alex Pereira as names to even make big cards. Let's break things down then between Topuria and O'Malley. You've got Topuria on one side, he's 15-0, to O'Malley 17-1 with 1 no contest. Very close in terms of records there. You've got Topuria's 5 knockouts versus O'Malley's 12 knockouts. You've got the 8 submissions for Topuria versus O'Malley's 1 submission. You've got Topuria on one side, who's a bit of a power puncher, against O'Malley, who's more of a volume striker. You've also got Topuria, who's more of an inside the pocket kind of guy, against O'Malley, who's a bit more of a rangier sniper, who will kind of come in, land with volume, and then get out again. You've got the black belt in Topuria, which I didn't actually know he was a black belt till today, which is quite surprising. I mean, we probably said it before in previous breakdowns, but let's be honest, we break down a lot of fights. So this information goes whoop as soon as the weekend is finished. So yeah, you got brown belt for Sean O'Malley there. Question is, what would Topuria have to do to beat Sean O'Malley? Well, first of all, I think he needs to use his footwork to crowd O'Malley, get past the kicking offense, attack the front leg, back him towards the cage where he can kind of put his combinations together, what we kind of saw against Volkanovski, and mix in his wrestling as well, you know, because he has got good wrestling. Granted, he roughed up Bryce Mitchell pretty bad. He did get the submission against Bryce, and, you know, the most submissions there on the list, as you can see there. So if you're Topuria, that would be your best path to victory against someone like O'Malley. As for O'Malley, though, what does he need to do to beat Ilia Topuria? I think he needs to use different looks on the feet, get Topuria freezing up, you know, use a lot of feints, be fast when entering range and getting out, because look, he doesn't want to get caught in a counter shot against Topuria. That's for sure. But, you know, he's got to set things up proper. He needs to manage that distance if he wants to do that. And use his diversing kicking offense. You know, he likes to use the teep to the body quite a lot, the side kicks often, and they really help to kind of set up his hands in ways. So that's a little bit of a quick breakdown on that fight, should that get made in future. Maybe, you know, it might not happen next, but it could happen down the line. If I want to make a prediction, I've got to say Ilia Topuria. Probably decision. Maybe a late submission if he's lucky. It would be pretty insane if O'Malley was to get the win. If he was to get the win, he would have to be like a walk-off knockout in a way. I just can't see him landing big enough against Topuria, against a bigger guy, you know, who's also fought a lightweight as well. Let's not add that in there. Breezy says Topuria mauls him. The range is Ilia's weakness, but he's fought rangy fighters before. Don't get me wrong, almost got done by Jai, but this would be easy work. So, cracking comment from Breezy there. Got to agree with you. At the moment, that's the way it's looking. But who knows, you know, maybe a few more title defenses from O'Malley. If he gets that walk-off knockout win against Merab next, for example, then you got to then question, can he beat Topuria? And of course, it also depends on whether or not Topuria beats Volk in the rematch. I, in a way, hope so. If Volk wins, then of course we're going to see a trilogy. We're going to see a trilogy 100%. But, you know, you never know with the UFC these days. Like I said, this fight could happen next. You never really know if they get too desperate. Main screen then to wrap things up. Don't forget to smash a like on the video if you've not done so already, guys. Leave a comment if you're joining us the next day. And of course, all opinions matter most here at Against the Fence. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching and supporting Against the Fence, the world's #1 MMA fan channel in the world. You can watch more of our content right here. Or if you want to get involved and be a part of our Fan Cam series, then write to us at fightnight.atf@gmail.com. That's fightnight.atf@gmail.com. Check it all out.